And we welcome you to County Stadium in Baltimore. We bring you April the 8th action. We've actually advanced past April the 7th. And we welcome you to American League action once again. It will be the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Milwaukee Brewers here at County Stadium. On the mound for the Baltimore Orioles will be Dennis Martinez, and on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers will be Moose Haas. Probably not a good matchup, but that's why we play baseball. Haas was only 2-3, a 6.10 ERA, and only 31 innings pitched. The Brewers take the field as it's going to be Heisel, Thomas, Lascano, the same outfield from day one. Bando, Mulder, Money, Cooper, same lineup from game one. Martinez is your catcher, and Musas is on the mound for the Brewers. For the Baltimore Oriole lineup, this is Earl Weaver, so you'll see your different starters. It is going to be Al Bunbury leading off. We followed by Larry Harlow, and then Ken Singleton. Eddie Murray still playing third base for some reason. Lee May at first. Pat Kelly in left. Doug DeCinces still playing second base for whatever reason. Rick Dempsey behind the plate. And Mark Belanger is at shortstop. And again, we welcome you to County Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Brewers and the Orioles. Al Bunbury will lead off. He was 0 for 3 with a strike, with a walk on opening day action, which saw the Baltimore Orioles win on opening day. There's Haas. Here's the pitch. We're underway from Milwaukee. 1-8, the ground ball to first. Good play there by Cooper, and there's one away. So Cooper takes it to the bag himself. Had to be quick. Bunbury was fast, but he got to it. Again, this is a limited year from Bunbury. Only about 100 at-bats also. Here's Larry Harlow. Gets to start today at DH. Again, he's a fan-friendly DH. He likes getting against right-handed pitching. Ballpark singles are 1-15. Ballpark home runs are 50%, 1-10 lefty-righty. Here's a pitch to Harlow, 1-4. He looked for it. Deep fly left field, or say deep fly right field. Back goes Lascano, makes the catch, and there's 2 quick outs. Harlow had his pitch, and he missed it. Now here's Ken Singleton. He had a bat in the opening game. He drew an RBI in his only at bat. Or it must have been an RBI something, because he didn't get the at-bat, a walk, or anything. It was just a straight RBI. Not sure what they called that. Haas from the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-11, and there it goes. Deep fly right field. Back goes Lascano. Looks up. It's gone. Home run. Ken Singleton. Homer for the Baltimore Orioles, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. So a major home run for Singleton, his first of the year. Orioles take a quick 1-0 lead. So 1-0 Baltimore, and here's Eddie Eat, Drink, and B. Murray. Third baseman, he's kind of getting mad. He wants to be traded. He said he's the normal, everyday first baseman. And Doug DeCinces not happy. He said he's the everyday third baseman. Just switch him around. Here's the pitch. 2-10 is a walk, and Murray will find the walk. So Murray is on first with 2 outs. And now here's the first baseman, Lee May. Again, there's not a righty, there's not a lefty on the mound. So again, not sure why May would be in the lineup in this case. Haas from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-5 struck him out. Retires the side. 1/2 inning of play. Baltimore on board. 1-0 Baltimore in the early game on April 8th, 1978. Brewers lineup, it will be Mulder, Money, Cooper, Heisel, Ogilvie, Lascano, Bando, Thomas, and Buck Martinez. Against Dennis Martinez, coming off a strong year, 16-11, 3.52 ERA, 270-plus innings. So he was an everyday all-around starter for this team. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and joining us. Please take a seat, put your feet up, and enjoy the action. Please join the chat if you want. You are joining the friends of the channel, the friends of the community. And if you are, please subscribe to other great content creators that come in. That's how we become a family. Now for the fantastic Milwaukee Brewers, here's Paul Molitor. He was 1 for 5 in the opener with a ribby and a strikeout. Martinez looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. 1-9 is a ground ball to third, picked up by Murray. He's got it. He hopes doesn't throw him airmail here. Throws the May, got him. So good strong throw by Eddie Murray. He smiles it and throws it out there. Here is Don Money. Money is the second baseman today. He was 1 for 4 in the opener with an RBI. Pitch to Money. 6-8, and that's a walk. So old man Don Money with the currency gets on first base. One of the veterans on this Brewer lineup. And here's the first baseman, Cecil Cooper. 1 for 4, double in the opener with a strikeout. Left-handed hitter. Martinez looks in. Here's the sign. Nope, that's going to be a 1-4, and that ball is far. That ball is deep. Here comes Bernie the Brewer. It is gone. Bernie the Brewer will come down the slide, going, gone, goodbye. So Cecil Cooper sends it out of here and far, and the Brewers, they're going to win this. They're going to need to literally outscore Baltimore. I know it's baseball, and that's the idea of the game, but we have a pitcher like Moose Haas with probably a limited stamina. You're going to need to put as many runs on the board as possible, in my opinion. 2-1 Milwaukee, 2-run bomb for Cooper. So Heisel the batter, and now it's a 2-1 ball game. Dennis Martinez on the mound. 3-4 ground ball to short, picked up by Belanger. Gets it, throws him out for the out. Again, let's look at the defense. It's Pat Kelly gets in there against right-handed pitching. Bunbury in center and Harlow in right. And then it's Murray, Belanger, DeCinces, May. Yeah, try to figure that one out. Dempsey behind the plate, and on the mound, Denny Martinez. 2-1 Milwaukee. 2 outs in the first. Here's Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy is your starting designated hitter today. Again, didn't play in the opener. 1-6, and that's a single. 1-10. That's a 9 at least. That's a base hit for Ogilvy. 1-6. And he gets the roll, so he gets the 9. That's a base hit. So Ogilvy gets on. Ogilvy had a pinch hit in his only at bat in the opener, gets himself hit. And now here's Sexto Lascano. Lascano 1 for 4 in the opener with a walk. Run first, 2 out. Martinez from the stretch and the pitch. 1-4 is a ground ball to short. Good play by Belanger. Goes to the sensei, retires aside. But the Brewers fight back with 2 of their own. Cecil Cooper says, hold my beer, hold my Schlitz. It's 2-1 Brewers. We go to the second. Here is Pat Kelly. Again, he plays mostly against right-handed pitching. He'll be followed by the Sensei and Dempsey. This is the way Earl Weaver constructs lineups with the platoon systems. Don't be surprised. You see million lineups. 3-10 ground ball down to the first baseman, picked up by the first baseman Cooper. Takes it himself. 1 away, as the fans yell, Coop. 1 away. And now here is Doug DeCinces. He was 2 for 4 in the opener. A double, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Here's a pitch by Moose. 2-8. That is a dropping double. Or is it? Let's see. That's a 6. That's a 6. That drops in for a double. DeCinces drops it in front of. That was a 9. It does not count. It's a 2-8. A 2-8 is a double 1-6, gets the 6, so it dropped right in front of Bunbury. He caught it. No, it's a trap. Gorman Thomas could not keep the ball in the glove. It's a trap, and the Sensei has a double. Again, the umpires play a factor in this game. Here's Rick Dempsey, right-handed hitter, tossed from the stretch. Got some offense early on here. 1-3. Didn't put the injury effect in, but I should have. 441 at-bats. Usually I've been playing day-only injuries, so we'll probably have to take Dempsey out the lineup. We'll do that. I think what David Demos does, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you stay in the game. So let's go ahead and roll that one. And it's a 17, so Dempsey will be replaced in the lineup. So now here's Mark Belanger. So looks like Dempsey is going over to the training staff. He might be done. 1-2s. Well, I thought we have another injury. Pop up to the shortstop. That's Mauder, and makes the catch in the side. Is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-1 Brewers. So now let's look at the Oriole lineup and see what options they do have. It might be Dave. It might be Dave Skaggs. He'll probably be the backup catcher for the Orioles and the only catcher on the roster. So now they will have the automatic injury clause where he cannot come out of the ball game, as he's the only second catcher in this game. So Skaggs comes in. He'll take some warm-up throws. 2-1 Milwaukee here in the bottom of the second inning. Sal Bando will be the batter, the captain, followed by Gorman Thomas and Buck Martinez. Dennis Martinez on the mound. Here's the pitch. 4-9. That's a liner in the gap caught. That is caught on our line. So Bando will go to first. Stops right there. Long single for the captain, Sal Bando. Bando was 0 for 3 in the opener with a walk. He got himself a long single here, and Bando will reach. Now here's the center fielder, Gorman Thomas. Gorman Thomas, 1 for 3, solo bomb and an RBI in the opener, a walk and a strikeout. Martinez from the stretch, 4-5, ground ball to second. That's Bando. He'll go to second quickly, and they'll throw to first for the only out. It was hit softly to Sensei. It won't play. He has the first. And there's one out, runner on second. Now here's Buck Martinez. Did not catch in the opener. That was Charlie Moore. So Martinez gets his first opportunity here. Martinez looks in, gets the sign. That's going to be a 5-10. That's a catch X. Let's see what that ends up being. That's the new catcher. Of course, the ball finds you on an injury. Dave Skaggs, 3-E-8. Does a 3-E-8 bother Mr. Skaggs? It is a, could be trouble. It is a 6 as a pop-up or a pass ball. And it's going to be a 6 on the error. And there's an error. Oh, my goodness. So an error will reach Martinez. So the ball dropped a number in front of Dave Skaggs. He couldn't make the play. And he's already pounding his gloves. So the backup catcher comes in, commits to E2. It's now first and third, one out for Paul Molitor. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Dennis Martinez, below average hold. Skaggs, now an average arm. A +1 if you're wondering in the Stratomatic Super Advanced system. Here's the pitch. 6-10 is a ground ball to third. That's going to be Murray. This defense is going to hurt him one way or the other. That's hit at Murray. 4E56. Yikes. He gets the base hit on a 1-6. And that's a 17. Murray will field it. And on a 7, and the only non-error. Great play by Murray. Does a run score? No, he holds them. And Murray throws a dart to Lee May. So a great play there. Second and third, 2 outs for Don Money. Does Money cash in on Dennis Martinez? Second and third, 2 outs. Money walked his first time up. 1-9. That's going to be a base hit down the line. Bando scores. Here comes Buck Martinez. He'll score. Brewers will get a couple runs. They'll lead 4-1. A 17 on the 20 gets you single 2 stars for Money. Money cashes in, and the Brewers lead 4-1. So now here's Cecil Cooper. Long bomb his last time up. Martinez getting roughed up early here, and it's a pretty darn good card. 3-7 is a ground ball to third. Picked up by Murray. Goes a short way for the fielder's choice. Size retired, but the Brewers cash in, literally. They get 2. We play 2. Brewers 4. Orioles 1. Top of the third, County Stadium. As we're having a so far good ball game here at the old ballpark. Thank everyone for being here. Thank you for the like. I appreciate all for doing that. Again, we have great seats down below if you want to say anything in chat. Otherwise, thank you for being here and being part of this broadcast between the Orioles and Brewers on April 8th, 1978. So now here's Bunbury, followed by Harlow and Singleton. Bunbury the batter, 0 for 1. Moose Haas on the mound. 3-8. That is a fly ball, shallow center field. Gorman Thomas comes in, fields it, and there's one away. So now here is Larry Harlow, right fielder. Harlow flied out his first time up. Haas looks in. He's shocking. He's getting past this far. 1-8 for Harlow is a base hit. Larry Harlow with a base. I guess I'm being a very the announcer doesn't know what's going to happen. We think we're going to have great things out of Moose Haas, not thinking he's only going to give you 31 innings. So here is Ken Singleton. He hit a long home run his last time up. That gave the Orioles a very temporary lead. Haas from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Singleton. 1-4. That is deep. That is far. And he now, along with Mike Cubbage, holds the American League lead in home runs. Home run Singleton. That's 2 for Ken. That's deep, that's far, and gone. 4-3 Brewers. Singleton's second home run of the year. So Mike Cubbage and Ken Singleton now have 2 on the season. So now here's Eddie Murray. Moose Haas, he just got buckshotted there. So now it's 4-3. Haas, the right-handed pitcher. Murray, the switch hitter. Here's the pitch. 5-7 struck him out. So Moose Haas, a big strikeout on Eddie Murray. So Murray with the second out. And now here is Lee May, first baseman. Struck out his first time up. Haas looks in, gets the sign, the pitch to May. 5-6 struck him out. So Moose comes back, gets a couple strikeouts. We played 2.5 in Milwaukee. We don't have a pitcher's duel. It's Milwaukee 4, Baltimore 3. So now here is Larry Heisel, followed by Ben Ogilvie and Sexto Lescano, the bat against Dennis Martinez. Martinez looks in, gets the sign, pitch to Heisel. 6-7, ground ball to second base, hit at the sensei. Let's see if the sensei feels that he's not used to the ball hitting him this way. The sensei is a 4E56. We'll kind of hold our breath here. A little better than Murray's position. That's a 3. That's a base hit. He does not have range to get to that one. An 11's not an error. That's an infield hit for Heisel. Heisel's 1 for 2. So now here's Ben Ogilvie, 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. Martinez from the stretch gets the sign and the pitch. That's a 2-7. That's a drive in the corner. That'll go to the wall. Cut off. Ogilvie will get a long single, but the runner will go first and third. So Heisel goes to third. Milwaukee and Baltimore acting like the Yankees and Senators from last night's craziness. First and third with here in the third inning. 4-3 Brewers, and here is Lescano. Lescano so far grounded out first time up. The Orioles and Earl Weaver pull the infield in. They're going to try to stop this run from scoring. Here's the pitch. 2-6, fly ball left field. That could score him, though. Let's see. Heisel with better than average foot speed. It is going to be a +2. +2 for Kelly. That is an auto, 1-19. He can only get thrown out on a 20. Does he pull his Greg Luzinski card? No, he scores. And he scores on the 5. So Heisel scores. Will throw for the lead runner, hold the trailing runners. I don't like to send them when I'm playing by myself. So a 5 scores. So Ogilvie will score. It is now 5-3 Brewers. Credit an RBI and no at bat to Sexto Lescano. Here is Sal Bando, 1 for 1, a run scored. Ogilvie on at first and 1 man out. Here's the pitch. 1-6. He skies one to center field, not deep. That is Bunbury. He'll come in, make the catch, and that's a quick second out. He needed to have that one. Whoops. Hang on. We're going to have to redo that one. Oh, there it is. That first one was a foul ball. There's the out. And there's 2 outs. And now here is Gorman Thomas. Tough Brewer lineup. Rounded out his first time up. Martinez from the stretch. 5-3 Milwaukee. 2 outs in the third. 4-4 fly ball center. Bunbury, not normally a 4, but this is limited action for Al. So this could be a problem. So he's a 4E6. Must avoid a 1-11 on the 20. Ooh, he does. That's a 14. That is my 14. It is. So he makes the catch. Thought that was the 1. That's a 14 on an 8. No error. And Bunbury makes the nice running catch. You don't teach speed. That's a catch because of Al Bunbury's speed. We played 3 here in Milwaukee. Brewers 5, Orioles 3. Top of 4th of the big ballpark here. Spokane. Steve, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Dave Little, how you doing? All right, fans. Thank you again for coming in. Of course, Spokane Steve, Dave Little, both friends of the community, both friends of the channel. They both have excellent channels. Spokane Steve doing his Stratomatic every game, every play channel. Dave Little, of course, has a lot of biblical stuff every Sunday. We get the notification on. He also has his Heartland Wrestling we see. So again, both great channels for different likes that you might have. Let's go ahead and bring in. Let's go out for the Orioles here in the fourth. A 5-3 ball game. Kelly will be followed by DeCinces and Skaggs. Haas looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-3. That is a ballpark single. 1-15. Gets it on the 5. That's a base hit. So base hit for Pat Kelly. Again, he's one of Earl Weaver's platoon guys. So Kelly gets on 274 bats in that season. So he will definitely be a contributor against right-handed pitching. So Kelly is on. Here's the Sensei, doubled his first time up, having a good start on the year. He is, I believe, he's hitting 600, 2 doubles, a homer, and 2 RBIs already. 5-5 is a ground ball to short X. Both these teams have defensive. Oh, let's see what that was. Hang on. It's in the bird, bounces away. So Kelly goes to second on the wild pitch. We'll go ahead use the dice are on the table. So it's going to be a 5-5, and that is, like I said, both teams have defensive lapses. That's hit at the shortstop. That's hit at Mauder, 4E52. That is going to be a 14. He's going to avoid that one. He pumps. He twice. Throws. Got him. Good throw by Mauder. Oh, he planted his foot. Got a lot on it. Ooh, 1-16. Kelly will go to third. Let's see. Now the question is, you know what? 1-16 will go, and we'll get the sure out at first. This is Mauder. So runner on. That's where the 4 hits. So Kelly takes third base very smartly, hitting the hole. And now the Orioles will probably, now they say the Brewers will play the infield back. They're not going to try to stretch things. Here's Skaggs. He came in for Dempsey. So here is the pitch. 6-7 is a strikeout. Good job by Moose Haas. Gets a big strikeout. So Haas gets the big K. 2 outs, and now here's Mark Belanger, the shortstop. 2 outs, and it will be Belanger. Light hitting, loses 2 on the clutch on the 3 column. So not a lot on there. He wants to hit. So it's a bad situation for the Orioles. Might want to hit Haas's card. Nope, 1-4. He gets a ground ball to third. Sal Bando has it. Picks him up, throws him out for the out. Let's see what we have going on in chat. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-3 Milwaukee. I was going to ask something to my crowd out here. So, how you doing, folks? Now, question is, Mr. Spokane Steve, you're using the advanced fielding chart. Can you imagine? Just look at it. You're probably sitting there comfortably with the cat. The cat we all know as Mookie from the broadcast, as David Demos has Tabby. So with your Mookie sitting beside you, I bet, you look at the error chart, and then you see Eddie Murray's 4E56 at third and Doug DeCinces 4E56 at second. That's an auto error on that chart. There's no way to avoid it. You roll the 2, and I think the 3-12 is the error. That's an auto. Now, if you play the super advanced fielding chart, it does cost you another roll, but sometimes you avoid those errors. Just saying. That's why even when I played the 1930 season, that's directly just for advanced. I use the super advanced to avoid the 10 errors per game by those guys. So bottom of the 4th inning, just, there's a little comment out there. You're looking at this awful defense Earl puts out there. Martinez puts down the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-7, 5 ball center field. Bunbury is there, makes the play, and there's 1 out. 1 out in the 4th of a 5-3 ball game. Here's Buck Martinez, I believe. What did Howard Cosell call him? Buck Martinez for the 1976 playoffs with the Yankees. 5-5, ground ball to short. That is a 1. Let's see if Belanger makes the play. There's no guarantees on it. The 1 means he'll get to it. The E14 is a 4, 15, or 17. Does he commit it? Let's see. That's an 11, so he fields it. He gets to it, throws him out. Easy play for Belanger. 2 out, throws out a quick Mauder, gets a speed man off. And now here's Don Money having a good start so far. He's 2 for 5 and 3 runs batted in. Martinez puts down the side. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-2. Ballpark deep to left field, but it will be caught in the track in left center field by Kelly. Oh, Bando Don Money put a charge into it. 2-2, but a number, it's a 16 and gets him. So we go to the fifth. It literally, whatever I just did, mine was a high bouncer, my fault. So retires aside. We played 4 here in Milwaukee. It's 5-3 Milwaukee. 5-6-0 for the Brewers. 3-5-1 for the Orioles. Yeah, interesting in climate. And that's what happens kind of when you play the as-played lineups too, is you have to deal with the manager's choices. And again, I try not to substitute till about the 7th inning, kind of a David Demos type thing. I know you don't do the same thing also. And again, looking at it, I'm looking at the game itself. They didn't make a lot of changes in 78. You don't see mass substitutions, so I'm going to try to limit them. I'll look at the box score and see who they played that day and see what could have persuaded changes. Weaver probably would have sent a ton of pinch hitters up there, so I'm thinking he probably sent some of his righties up there. The Brewers went with a lefty. So 5th inning, here is Bunbury. He's 0 for 2. 3-5 is a strikeout. Big strikeout there for Moose Haas. Moose actually giving the Brewers the 5 innings they want from him. Then they kind of a ragtag bullpen. They don't exactly have a starter they believe in, a closer. Here's Larry Harlow, 1 for 2 runs scored. 4-7. That's going to be a double 1-12. That's a 16. So Harlow took it around first, kind of took it easy, and then he stopped his motor. So that kind of prevented him from getting a double. He'll hear that from Weaver. That might cost him some money in the Kangaroo Court if they had him back in the day. So a 16 on the 20 will give you a long single instead of a hustle double. So Harlow's on at first with 1 out. Here's Ken Singleton. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs so far. Tied in the American League lead with Mike Cubbage. Here's the pitch. 1-5, he's done it again. Deep fly right field, but this time it's off the top of the wall. Singleton just missed it by maybe an inch. 1-5. Same rolls before, 1-4 before, but he gets to 7. That's hit the center field, then we say. -2 for Thomas. -2. Or it is going to be a -2 for Thomas on the run. Harlow's a 1-15. Let's see what it does. It's going to be a 15, -2, -1. It's a 60% chance with 1 out. With the meat of this lineup, we'll hold the runners. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. So Cal Ripken Sr. holds his base runner. Cal Ripken plays it safe and stops him at 3rd. Double for Singleton. Singleton with the hot bat. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Orioles trying to get back in there. So here's Eddie Murray. He's walked in, struck out. Hoff from the stretch. And the pitch. 2-10 is a walk, and the bases are loaded. 2 walks for Eddie Murray. So now Moose Haas in deep trouble. Does this get him out of the ballgame? Was Haas only a 5? He is. Haas was only a 5. Now, since he's pitched his 5 innings of work, that is my minimum. So on these guys. So if they tire out in the 2nd or 3rd inning, I try not to pull them because it's not a modern day baseball. But since you've reached the 5th inning, all hands will now be off. So what happens now? I'll use the inside pitch rule. If you hit a fatigue dot or the bullet, that will automatically bring out the manager and he will be done. So Haas on a very short leash. So the dot will automatically get him out of here. Here's Lee May. Bases loaded, 1 out. Haas from the stretch, trying to stay out of this right now. 4-5. That's a home run, 1-4 grand slam, but no, it'll be a little close. May hits a drive to left center field. Back goes Heisel. Thomas, it's at the track, makes the catch. Ball not traveling as much today in left center. That will be a catch on the 9, and the run will score on the sac fly. So a sac fly there. Heisel comes in, brings it back in, but it scores. First and second, 2 out, 5-4 Brewers. If they get Haas through 5, that might be all. He'll be credited possibly with a win. And now here's Pat Kelly, first and second, 2 out. This is where they can maybe use a Bob McClure here, but you have a lot of guys who want lefties coming up in this lineup until you get to the top of this lineup. So here's a pitch to Kelly. Now with that, Bamberger is going to stay on the bench. He wants to go get him, but they said give him a chance. 3-6, struck him out. Moose Haas gets out of the inning, his 6th strikeout, and it's a huge one. That retires the side. The Orioles only get 1. They strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. All of a sudden, we have a ball game. Milwaukee 5, Baltimore 4. 5-6-0 for the Brewers. 4-7-1 for the Orioles. Dwayne Marks, YouTube Networks here. Ton of APA he plays. Please join if you haven't gotten him. Again, a great play. No, Dower was not injured. He was a DH in the home opener. That's what happened there. If you look, Dower started game 1 as the DH with the Sensei at second. Maybe Dower had an arm, elbow issue. If you're a Yankee fan, you are looking at Giancarlo Stanton, the only baseball player in America who could possibly have double Tommy John surgery. It hasn't been announced yet, but there are people out there with that speculation. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning of a 5-4 game. Dennis Martinez, 270 innings. Weaver says, hold my beer. I'm going back out. Here's Cooper, Heisel, and Ogilvy. Left, right, left. Sounds like a military army thing against Dennis Martinez. 5-7, struck him out. Good curve by Dennis. The early El Presidente won away from Nicaragua, who was just in the Baseball World Series, the World Baseball Classic qualifying games. So here is Larry Heisel, 1 for 2 with the run scored. Dennis Martinez looks in, gets the sign. 2-8, struck him out. So El Presidente gets 2. 2 big strikeouts for Dennis Martinez. Here's Ogilvy. He wants that 2-8 roll. That's where his stuff is. That's where his power would be. Ogilvy wants it deeper, though. Great power. 18 home runs. He would get a lot better. Showing signs, being a Tiger, former Red Sox, now the big home here in Milwaukee. 2 for 2. 2 singles. Here's the pitch from Martinez. 6-8. That is a single. 1-13. No, that's a 17. Doug DeCinces. We're trashing him, and he makes a leaping catch. What a play by Dougie. Whoa, I guess even the I guess they say even the blind man will find himself a gift. So DeCinces leaps and gets it. Oops, that's not right. We'll go ahead and pull that back. Go ahead and rescore that. That's what's great about Strat-O-Matic on the PC. You make a mistake, there is a redo button. So 6-8 for Benjamin. So Benjamin Ogilvy wants a replay review. He gets it. 1-17 is going to 1-17 will be too high. That's a great play by the. Oh, wait a minute. 6-8. Let's go back again. Let's see what I rolled. So maybe I made a mistake. Let's go back. Let's go back. 6-8. Oh, it's a single. 1-19. So DeCinces does not make the stop. That ends up being a base hit on the 17, a 95% single, and the 17 count. So we overruled. So a base hit for Ogilvy. My fault for not seeing that correctly. Here's Lascano, 2 outs in the 5th. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 1-9. Struck him out. Got him. Size retired. We played 5 here in Milwaukee. The Euchres 5, Orioles 4. So now let's see if the Brewers decide to not bring back Moose Haas, or is he going to be extinct? So let's see what the Brewers have in their bullpen. DeCinces, Skaggs, and Belanger. Well, let's see. Is anyone hurt for this game? No. So the entire bullpen is rested, even after that last Brewer game. We may go to Eduardo Rodriguez, 105 innings out of that bullpen. And he also gives you a couple starts. So Eduardo Rodriguez will come in. First appearance, so actually he did pitch the game. He gave up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. So he comes in making his 2nd straight appearance. He could give length to this Brewer bullpen. He's a right-hander. And he's more and more effective against right-handed pitching, says the scouting report. Here's the sensei. That's going to be a 4-3. Ground ball down the first. Cooper, as the sounds come out, makes the play, takes it to the bag. So Cooper with the nice play, one out here in the 6th. Get your slits at the concession stands. So here is Dave Skaggs. Skaggs the bat with one out and the pitch. 6-7 is a single, 1-12. That's a 12. Skaggs barely gets through. So the replacement for Rick Dempsey gets a base hit. Dempsey went out with a day injury. His last time, when he came up the first. That's why Skaggs is in the lineup. So Skaggs with a base hit. He's on at first. And now here's Mark Belanger, the shortstop. One on first, one out. Eduardo Rodriguez now from the stretch and the pitch. 3-6, and that's a pop up to first. Belanger throws the bat down. He had a chance. That will be Mulder. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Al Bunbury. Bunbury in the ball game is 0 for 3. Struggling with the bat so far. Rodriguez from the stretch. Here is the pitch. 6-11, fly ball left field. That's Heisel. It should be hopefully played. He has good odds to catch this. 6-11. Let's look at the numbers. Heisel gets a hit from 1 to 3. Has to avoid the high stuff. He avoids the high stuff, and that number is a 9. The 9 will be an F2. He'll make the play, and on the 8, gets to it. Good play from Heisel. So the Orioles are down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 5-4 Brewers here in Milwaukee. So 5-7-0 for Milwaukee, 4-8-1 for the Brew Crew. So now here's Bando, followed by Thomas and Martinez hit against Denny Martinez. Martinez, same thing. Here's Denny on the mound. 5-10, and that's a catch act. That should be a catch for Skaggs, unless you roll a 1 or find his error roll. He's had an error in this ball game already. Again, the 1 gives you the single, and the error is on a 6, 15, or 18. Skaggs says he'll get it. That is going to be a foul out behind the plate. He looks over, and that is a 15, and commits the error for the 2nd time. Dave Skaggs not supposed to be playing in this game, and it's going to be an E2. So we get, okay, never mind. This is what happens. It was kind of a rare play. Okay, so it pops it out of the mitt. Bando will get another swing. They refer to it as an E2, and Bando gets another swing. So basically, he dropped it in foul territory, gives Bando an extra life. Here's the pitch. 5-4. That's a single, 1 to 15. That's a 10. So Bando makes the best of the second life here and gets himself a base hit on a 5-5. 10 on the single. So let's see that. It's a 5-4. Let's see. No singles on. He's a 1. Rats. Hang on. I got to re-roll this one too. But sometimes do it too fast. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give him another swing.
Not a lot, but I have some too.
So 5-4, and he rolls the 10. So let's see. Still the error was 2 errors, both on Skaggs. 5-4 and rolls the 10, and that will be a single. So a ballpark single for Bando. Now here's Gorman Thomas. 0 for 2 in the ballgame, ground out and foul out. Martinez from the stretch and the pitch. 6-9, again, a single, 1 to 19. There's a 2. Thomas lashes it out to center field for a base hit. Runner will stop at second base. I got to the fielder real fast. So it's on a 2, hit it on line. Bando had a hold, and the Brewers got 2-1. First and second, nobody out. Brewers now. Here's Buck Martinez. Let's see if Buck can lay down a bunt. The Orioles are actually playing the corners in. Murray and May in out the corners. He is an A bunter. So do we bunt here? Do we bunt on other channels? Usually. But the Martinez not a good hitter, and then you bring up the Brewer might of their order. We're laying down that bunt. So here comes a bunt. Here's the bunt. 86% says he does it, and he does. Good job by Buck Martinez. He gets a pat on the back. It's second and third, one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Orioles now bring the infield in for Paul Mulder. 3 ground outs so far today. Martinez from the stretch, going through the order for the 4th time. 1-7, single, 2 stars, perfectly managing skills. That will drive in 2 runs. Bando scores. Here comes Thomas, and it's 7-4 Brewers. Malter knocks in 2. And now here's Don Money, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. Martinez puts down the side with 1 out. The Oriole bullpen's going to have to get up and get in a hurry here. 1-12. He may have to get in a hurry faster. 1-10. It's gone. It's a 1. Gone. Deep fly, left field. Back goes Kelly. Back goes Bunbury. It is gone. Bernie the Brewer will take a bath. That goes into the beer, and it's long, far, and gone. 2-run homer for Don Money. His 5th RBI of the young season. And here comes Weaver. He's not going to stand this anymore. And he probably should have gotten taken out a lot sooner. But looks like he's going to get his butt kicked here. So the Orioles come out. Ooh, Nelson Briles is in that rotation. I thought I was going to give him some. Joe Kerrigan gave 3 innings out of the bullpen last time. And let's see. We could go Tim Stoddard, but I'm kind of afraid of the card. Let's see. Kerrigan, 72 innings, 2 starts. He'll try to go back-to-back. So Joe Kerrigan will come in. Probably wouldn't pitch in the 3rd game of the series, which will be tomorrow. So he'll probably be off limits. Kerrigan is 1-0. He got the gift win in the 1st game of the series. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, another. It will be another long relief outing for Joe. Here's the pitch. 1-9. Oh, a dead rolling Stratomatic. That is when the whole card is filled with hits, and you find the only thing that does it. Fly ball right field. Harlow is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Heisel, 1 for 3 at the run scored. Kerrigan looks in and the pitch. 1-6, deep fly left field. Bernie the Brewer going to get another bath. Back goes Kelly, looks up, runs out of room. That is solid. That is gone. Larry Heisel's 2nd hit of the year, or actually his 3rd hit of the year, and it's gone. His 1st RBI. Brewers now lead it 10-4, good buddy. A 5-run 6th inning for the Brew Crew. And now here's Ogilvy, 3 for 3, trying to find for his Mike Cubbage type afternoon. Kerrigan looks in with the sign. 2-11, deep fly right field. Are we going back to Money Cooper? 3 out of 4. And here's another one. Ogilvy, fly ball deep right field. Back goes Harlow. Goes back. It's gone. Bernie the Brewer back to back, out back. 3 home runs in the inning. And the Milwaukee Brewers now lead it 11-4, and that's going to cause a lot of cigarettes for Earl Weaver. Harlow back, hit, get it's gone. So the 3rd home run of the inning for this Brewer team, the 4th of the day, I believe. Let's look at the statistics. We're in the 7th inning, 11 runs, 13 hits for the Brewers. Homer 2 from Singleton for the Orioles, then Money, Cooper, Heisel, and Ogilvy for the Brew Crew. And now here's Sexto Lascano. Now all of a sudden Joe Kerrigan getting rocked. Here's the pitch. 5-7. That's a triple on a 1. That's a single for Lascano. 5-7. So the Brewers getting some good pitches to hit here. Wow, wow, oh wow. So now here's Sal Bando, 3rd baseman. He is 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. 6-6 is a walk. All of a sudden, Joe Kerrigan lost the strike zone. And that's made Earl Weaver just don't want to talk to him in your dugout right now. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for another guy who can send it deep, far, and gone. Bernie the Brewer is throwing up the white flag. Doesn't want to come down the slide anymore. Kerrigan from the stretch in the pitch. 5-11, back to Kerrigan. He's a 2E20, not out of the woods yet, because pitchers are, to me, inaccurately carded. So the errors aren't as bad. He gives up a hit on a 1 and 2. Errors on a 6, 10, 11, 15, 17, 18. Yikes. It's a 1. Kerrigan knocks it down, cannot make the play. That's a base hit. 13 is going to be a hit. And the bases will remain loaded with 2 outs, and the Brewers keep the inning alive for Buck Martinez, who already has been batted for this inning. He had a sacrifice bunt. So can the Brewers light the scoreboard up for a 10th spot here? If we see all 1s on the dice, it is gone. So Kerrigan puts down the sign. Here we go. Oh, we went for it. 111. Ballpark single, 1-15. Oh, a 16. Oh, Belanger had a little bit of pride in that one. He went to his left, dove, and made a great catch. That's a 16, all right, and that will rob him of the hit. Ballpark single avoided, and the Brewers get 6 in the 6th. We go to the 7th, Milwaukee 11, Baltimore 4. Let's take a look at the chat here and see what has been going on. Doug Hunt, how you doing? Welcome in. Again, how's everyone doing? Spokane Steve. Yes, opening day from Glenhead. Yeah, it's just another. Again, Stratomatic is a great game. A lot of people do play it. It's also the awesome is pretty much a great game. Thank you for everyone for being here so far this evening. It's kind of a lot of people here in the chat. I do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, please be part of this fantastic action. I think the next game on the ticket will be Boston and Chicago because that's usually a high praise game. If we do play again tonight, it'll probably be part of the 1930 schedule, and it'll probably be Hotel California time on the channel, as it will be the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox, if that's able to be done tonight. If we do that, that's what I'll do. Do a late night 1930s action. So the White Sox and the Yankees. So there we go. And with Boston, Chicago sounds like a great matchup to do when we have a lot of people like this around. We have a lot of Yankees, we have a lot of Red Sox fans in the audience, and also some White Sox fans. I have to also get some good people out here watching. I don't want to do it in the middle of the night or it's midnight back east. So here's Harlow, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and the pitch. Harlow 112. Hey, that's a fly ball deep to right field. Back goes Lascano, puts up the glove, makes the catch at the edge of the track. That's the difference. Brewers are getting big home runs called, and they don't get the 50% home runs. 19 will call this one back. So that's one away. Here is Ken Singleton. He's been the pride and joy for Earl today. 2 home runs and a double. He looks in, and Eduardo Rodriguez now been gifted all these. Oh, that's a 1-5 again. 1-2's a home run. That's the same roll again. Singleton doubles off the high wall. That's going to give him 12 bases for today. That sounds like a American League 1978 replay record. 2 home runs and 2 doubles. The 16 will be a double, and Ken Singleton keeps trying. Thank you, Ken, says Earl. So a 4th extra base of the ball game gives him 12 bases. And now here comes Eddie Murray, 0 for 1 with a couple walks. Eduardo Rodriguez from the stretch in the pitch. 2-8. That's a ground ball to short. He wanted that one back. Here's Motter. He gets it, looks to runner back, makes the throw, gets him out. 2 away. So now here is Lee May, right-handed hitter. Rodriguez from the stretch. Runner on second in the pitch. 4-5 is a fly ball center field. Good play there by Gorman. Thomas makes the catch to the side. He's retired. Ken Singleton is stranded at second base, but that is all they're going to get. They leave 1. We have a 7th inning stretch here at County Stadium. Get your slits because this is Laverne and Shirleytown. Let's pray for Bob Euchre, rest in peace. As it is 11-4 Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. So let's go to the bottom 7, 11-15-0 for Milwaukee, 4-9-2 for Baltimore. Mulder, Money, and Cooper, and then this fun crew of Brewers are hitting. Joe Kerrigan seems to be taking the brunt of this. Let's see how much longer he'll stay in there. Maybe he'll go another inning, and then I'll go to the bullpen to save his arm a little bit. 3-8 is a pop to second. That will be the sensei. He covers his eyes, makes the catch, and Doug smiles. He makes the catch. 1 away for Doug, and now here is Don Money. 4 RBIs in a ball game for Don. Had 5 on the early season. Had a big 2-run homer back in that 6th inning. Here's the pitch. 2-6 is a walk. Money's on again. Brewer team is starting to hit. They come through offensively. This Brewer team will challenge the Yankees, Red Sox in this division. Here is Cooper, 1 for 4, home run for himself back in the 1st. Kerrigan from the stretch, 6-5, ground ball short. That's it at Belanger. This should be 2. 6-5. 1E14, folks. For Belanger, that's a 15. He'll turn 2. He'll go to second, back to first, turns the double play. Side is retired. Brewers don't get a run. We go to the 8th. It's 11-4, Milwaukee. So now here's Kelly, followed by the Sensei and Skaggs here in the 8th. If somebody else has an issue, they want to stay up and watch the game later, I will do Boston, Chicago, but I think it might be better off doing a late Yankee game later on for that reason. So Rodriguez, and here it goes, will pitch. Still in the ball game, probably will stay in there. 4-7 struck him out. He might be under the same situation with Bamberger or with Rodriguez. They may pull somebody in and pitch the 9th inning, again, to save the innings on Eduardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks into the Sensei, 1 for 3 of the double. Here's the pitch. 5-8 is a pop-up to first. He may not want to come out. That's a nice play for the first baseman. Cooper makes the play, and the Cooper chance runs out for 2 away. And now here is Dave Skaggs, 1 for 2 of the single. Rodriguez with a windup, and here's the pitch. 3-8 is a ground ball to short. Good play by Money. Throws him out, retires aside. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th here. It is 11-4 Brewers. So now this is the last inning for Baltimore. We assume Baltimore doesn't make that crazy comeback. So Tim Stoddard with 18 innings. Does he come out and give you 1 inning and pray he doesn't get smashed around? So here comes the former. He played with David Thompson on that front line, Mr. Tim Stoddard out of North Carolina State. So he was 0-1, 6 ERA during that season. Right-handed pitcher will pitch to Heisel, Ogilvy, Lascano. He's going to get in there, trying to get an inning in. 4-8, and that's going to be a long base hit. Here we go again. Base hit, Heisel. Heisel with his 3rd hit of the ball game, including a home run. So 4-8. Again, card not good. 4-8's a double 1-8. That is a 12. That's a long single for Heisel. 3 for 5. Here's Ogilvy. 4 for 4. Now he's looking for his Mike Cubbage moment. He so far has 7 bases, 3 singles, and a home run. Started from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Oh, he gets hurt in the process. 469 at bats. He'll probably come out the ball game, but he is the DH. So it's not going to matter. That's going to be a foul up behind the plate. He does, and that's it. So that's 2 outs. Here's Lascano. We'll have to remember, if Baltimore scores a touchdown in the 9th, Ogilvy may not bat, but looks like he'll be done anyway. Lascano, again, I'm playing day injuries. They get hurt. You go out for 1 game unless you can avoid the 1-4 stay and roll. Here's Stott again. That'll help with usage. 6-5. Oh, drive the deep left field. Lascano, he wants a part of this. That is far. That is deep. Bernie the Brewer comes down one more time for an encore. Over there in the 6th column, that's all he really had. It was a home run, 1-10. Ballpark. On this time, it's a 7, and Bernie the Brewer gets himself an encore bath. Lascano, a 2-run homer, and the Brewers now lead at 13-4. Here is Bando, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. 1-7 fly ball left field, and that's Kelly makes the catch. Side is retired. The Brewers add 2 more. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Last licks for the Orioles. It's 13-4 Brewers. 13-17-0 for Milwaukee. 4-9-2 for the Brewers. Once again, we'll again say our thanks to everyone who's been here tonight again. It's been a fantastic evening for people being here. Once again, my thanks to everyone being here, watching everything. This has been a fantastic night, and not way of score, but just having everyone here part of the community. Thomas, Martinez, and Mulder to bat for wait a minute, was that not 2 outs? I'm sorry. We were still out away. So Stoddard's going to have 1 pitch before we go to the 9th. My fault. 3, oh, that would have been funny. That would have, if you would have given him a home run there, I would have just said, oopsie. 3-8, and that is going to be a double when the 12 is a 15. Now Bunbury comes in, slides, and makes the nice catch. So Bunbury makes a nice catch, and he does it to keep Thomas from getting on board as Gorman Thomas gives him a look. Bunbury with a slight smile, but the Brewers are getting the last laugh up by 9. So now here's Belanger, Bunbury, Harlow, and we'll see what the Orioles want to do here. 9th inning, Let's see who the Brewers want to get in the bat from. The highest OPS was nice about the new strat. They kind of give you the breakdown on numbers. So we'll go to Billy Smith here. He would play shortstop in case the craziness happens. So he played, did not bat in the opener. He's a switch hitter against Eduardo Rodriguez. 6'8", that's a single 1-14, and he gets a base hit. So Billy Smith, not the goalie, gets himself a base hit. That is a 6'8", and that's a 1-14 single, gets it on the 10. So big hit there for Billy. Now here's Al Bunbury, 0 for 4. Here is Eduardo Rodriguez from the stretch. 3-12. Oh, another injury. That will, and again, won't be pulled out the ball game unless there's a miracle. So if Bunbury finds the injury, well, I'll take him out the lineup now because he's on base. Unless Bunbury rolls a 1-4, he'll stay in the ball game, and that's a 5. He wants to stay in, but Earl Weaver says, let's be precautionary, and we'll put you out of the ball game. So let's see who the center fielder for the Orioles can be. Carlos Lopez. He'll come in and run for Bunbury. Again, these are just day injuries when the injury comes up, even though we're playing as played. Ron Juckett does the same thing. I think a lot of others do play. I think David Demos does this. Game-only injuries in as play. Kind of helps with the usage. First and second, nobody out. Here's Larry Harlow. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch. 1-4. Oh, he had all that stuff in the 1 column. That's a fly ball right field. Lascano will be there. Kempson makes the catch, and there's 2 out. There's 1 out. So now here's Singleton. Boy, oh boy, he's having a better opening game than Mike Cubbage had. 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and yes, he has 12 bases on opening day. Can anyone else say they had that? I think George Bell in the 1987 opener had 3 home runs. So I'm not sure. Can Singleton set an opening day record with his 5th hit and for bases? Rodriguez from the stretch. Here we go. 1-3. Oh, deep drive. No, that's the 14 on my 20. Deep fly center field. Back goes Thomas. He's 410 feet away. Unfortunately, center field's 411. Thomas right at the wall makes the catch. Singleton just denied of his 3rd home run and would have set probably major league history with that. That's how Strat works. That's a 14. That will be a catch. Oh my goodness. Thomas gets it, brings it back. Let's see if they want to score. Let's try to advance the 3rd. Here he goes, the 3rd. 2, he makes it. So Billy Smith tags up and goes to 3rd on the long fly out. So it's 1st and 3rd, 2 outs for Eddie Murray. Singleton denied his 3rd home run. That would have given him 17 bases, 3 home runs, 12, 16. It would have gave him 16 bases. So amazing. So here's Murray, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, and Eduardo Rodriguez maybe running out of steam. 4-4. Ground ball to 3rd. That is the captain, Sal Bando. He says, fine, let me do it. 4-4 for Sal. Bando is a 2E16. He feels it. He comes up with it. We're not going to do an RJL here. Let's see. That's a 2. That's a base hit. The inning continues. That's a base hit on Bando. 12, no error. Smith will score. Lopez goes to 2nd. The Brewers are back within 8. They're back within the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 13-5 Milwaukee. So now here's Lee May. Ooh, Lee May, a first baseman. Now the Brewers start looking at their bench. Do they have anyone who likes to hit right-handed pitching on the bench? So Weaver doesn't want to take out a 25 home run hitter here. Terry Crowley will come in and swing. So he'll swing for May. May is a 5L. He's a 5R or 9R. So Crowley comes in. Again, he's hit better against righties. So I don't think Lee May was happy with that decision, but the Orioles said, hey, let's get a chance here. Rodriguez from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Crowley. 6-6, fly ball center field. This should do it. Gorman Thomas is there, puts the glove up. He waits, makes the catch inside the glove, and this ball game is over. So let's go to the final recap here, folks. The final score, the Ukers 13. The Orioles 5 was Milwaukee 13-17-0. The Brewers 5-11-2. If I was to give MVP votes to this ball game, there's a part of me that wants to give it to Ken Singleton. 4 for 5, 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. He had 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and nearly missed the third one, but usually has to go to a winner on the opponent's team. So let's give the Ben Ogilvy 4 for 5 runs scored and an RBI. Sexto Lascano had 3 RBIs, and Milwaukee Brewers just bashed the Orioles here. Singleton, 2 home runs. Money, Cooper, Heisel. Ogilvy had 2. Lascano had 1. For the doubles, just Singleton and DeCinces. RBI, Singleton had 3, made it 4. Murray had his first. May had his first. Molitor had 2, give him 3. Money had 4, give him 5. Cooper had 2, give him 2. Heisel was first. Singleton's 2 RBIs. Lascano 3, give him 3. Winning pitcher is going to be Moose Haas. He goes a very 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. Eduardo Rodriguez goes 4, gets the save. 4 hits, 1 run. It's earned. That is an earned save, folks. Martinez took the loss. He got bashed. 5 1/3, 11 hits, 9 runs, 6 runs earned. So errors there. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Kerrigan inning and 2/3. He ran out of gas. 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks. Stoddard came in 1 inning, gave up a big home run to Lascano. So the final score here is Milwaukee 13 and Baltimore 5. 13, 17 and 0. I got to find a way to put the box score on the screen, folks. I do apologize. 5, 11, and 2 for the Orioles. Let's make sure what the game of the day is on next on the schedule so you're aware. My guess it is Boston and Chicago that's on the schedule like that. Let's make sure we're going to be here. Yes, Dennis Eckersley on the mound. Goes to Comiskey Park to take on Francisco Barrios. It's a day game on Saturday, April the 8th. Well, folks, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful game this day. We appreciate it. Oh, world's worst gamer. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully playing Yankees White Sox later from 1930. Little Hotel California action. So please be around if you want to. Again, thank you for everyone tonight. Please hit like if you haven't before you leave. I had probably one of my bigger audiences here tonight. That's going to look great on the statistics, as they say. But Sean, come back later. We're playing Strat the same way with the computer. And yeah, you were lurking. Yeah, I'm okay. Glad you're here. But come back later. I'm not sure when, but probably after midnight your time. But Hotel California action, Yankees, White Sox, hopefully we can play that later in the 1930 Yankees schedule. Again, played the same way with my rolling cards on the dice on the computer version. I've switched to that. I think it's a better option for everyone watching. So hopefully everyone enjoys it. Have a good rest of the night. I'm off to play some Strat-O-Matic hockey probably the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. Got my 10 teams in a super league we're playing. So we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. We'll see you real soon for more baseball action. Have a great rest of your evening.